today's video we're going to be talking about the Lady Dior, and I'm also going to compare Dior's lambskin to Chanel's lambskin. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Andri. In today's video I'm going to answer some questions that I have been asked about the Lady Dior, and JBV65 has asked me around about 5 questions and I'll be answering them, and I'll also give you my opinion on Dior's lambskin and Chanel's lambskin. But before I do that, see if you haven't subscribed, go on, subscribe. Remember to leave a comment at the end, and I always love a thumbs up. So let's get on to the questions. First question she asks is, how has the Lady Dior held up? I mean, look at her. She's absolutely beautiful. She is about a year old now. I bought her in 2017, January of 2017, and she has been used. I have used her shopping. I've used her on quite a few nights out, and I also bought a pair of Valentinos to match the bag, because I am that person that likes to match her bag to her shoes. So I have no real wear or tear on this bag. My corners are beautiful. It has the 4 feet at the bottom. I have managed to get some sort of mark just there. I don't know if it's gonna pick up, just there. And that was there right at the beginning. I don't know what's caused that. There are no scratches on the bag around about. The only wear, and when I say wear, there's the odd mark on the handles just there, and again they're so light you wouldn't pick them up, and that's because I wear jewellery all the time, so undoubtedly it's going to mark the bag eventually. Hardware, again, no significant marks on my hardware. In fact, I can't really see any marks on the hardware, and I am not that person that babies their bags. My bags are there to be used. Like I've said in other videos, I don't bring a bag out and check it and clean it. I just don't do that, and I don't do that when I'm bringing it out either. So it has held up extremely well. Look at it. It's as beautiful as the day I bought it. She also asks, would I still recommend this colour? Yes, I would recommend this colour. I think I chose pretty well when I chose this colour, and in fact when I unboxed this I didn't see another one in this colour combination or in this pearlescent effect. Now I'm kind of seeing quite a few. At the time I was told it was kind of a special edition colour, but they seem to still be available. Yes, I would absolutely recommend this colour, and again, I am not that person that likes to have too many black bags. You know, I like to have bags that in my mind I have set to do certain jobs. So, you know, for example, if I was to go out and buy a Birkin, if it was that easy, I wouldn't buy a black one, because I have my Chanel Jumbo and I have my medium classic as well. So I don't have the need for another black bag. I don't like my bags to kind of fight for attention, let's say. So I wanted a colour that I didn't have in my collection, and I didn't have a grey bag in my collection. So I decided this would be the colour I would go for, and I felt it would be an easy colour to match with outfits. So that's why I went for this colour combination. And again, you get the champagne gold hardware just here, and the kind of grey silver bag, which kind of allows you, if you know you're bothered about mixing metals, it kind of matches in with your, if you're wearing gold or silver. I personally don't mind mixing my metals. As you can see, I've always got a Cartier Love Bangalore, which is gold, so if I want to add silver jewellery, I'm mixing them. It really doesn't bother me to mix my metals, but if you're that type of person, then this is the perfect combination again. So yes, definitely recommend this colour. Do I think it can be worn most of the year? Yes, of course it can. Again, you know, I'm not gonna hold it in snow or in rain, but if I'm going out and you know it's winter, yes. If it's summer, yes. Spring, autumn, absolutely I can use this colour, and I have done and I do. So yeah, it can be used throughout the year. Other thing she asks is, do I think Dior's lambskin is better than Chanel's lambskin? And in a word, absolutely not. I don't think one is better than the other. And here what I'll do is I will compare Chanel's pearlescent or pearlized effect, which is the same as my Dior, and I don't think this is any better than this, and I don't think this is any better than this. I think they are both beautiful. I have had this pearlescent lambskin since 2015 when my son got married. This was the bag I carried when he got married, and look at it. It is absolutely beautiful. I am not an expert on leather. I am just telling you my opinion and my experience on the leathers. I have carried this bag crossbody. It's a functional bag that you can use on various occasions. You know, when I'm using it as a clutch, you're holding it like this the whole time. So it hasn't had any effect on my lambskin. This also is a lambskin boy, and this is your natural lambskin, so it doesn't have that pearlescent or pearlized effect on it. And by the way, this effect is created by just putting a transparent dye over the actual leather. The original colour has a kind of a metallic dye added to it, and then it's overlaid by a transparent dye, and that's how that effect is created. They do say years down the line it can wear off. As you can see, mine looks as beautiful as it did the first day I bought it. The only thing that concerns me with the classics in particular is this zip inside. So when I store this bag or this wallet on a chain, I always store it in this pocket here, and then keep the flap over the dust bag, and then that over it, and that prevents the zip here hitting off my bag here and stops any marks. And as you can see, there is no marking on my walk there, and I don't have a mark from any of my bags. That's the one thing I'm always aware of, whether it's lambskin, whether it's the pebbled leather, the caviar leather. I'm always quite aware of this zip here, and I don't have any marks. So the only time this touches this is when I'm actually using the bag, and then you just get natural creasing just there, which I get with all my flat bags. But I certainly don't think this is any more delicate than this at all. I also have the coin purse in the lambskin leather as well, and I haven't had any problems with lambskin at all. If that's what you want, if it's a lambskin bag that you're looking for, I would definitely say don't worry about it, as long as you look after your bags within reason. Again, I'm not that person that babies her bags. My bags are there to be used. I want to enjoy my bags. You know, when we spend that amount of money on your bags, being worried about them the whole time takes the joy away from your bag. So when I go out, I want to enjoy this beautiful bag. I don't want to kind of worry about it the whole time. But yes, I'm careful of it. And as you can see, I haven't had any problems with it. If you're thinking about lambskin, absolutely. If you're thinking about the Lady Dior, yes, yes, yes. That's my thoughts on lambskin, whether it's this pearlescent effect or if it's the natural lambskin. I say don't worry about it at all. As far as I'm concerned, I've treated my lambskin the way that I treat my caviar leather, and I haven't had any problems. You know, if it was to rub against the wall, of course it would scratch, but then so would the caviar leather as well. So that's my questions answered. That's my thoughts on lambskin leather. If your heart desires lambskin, I say go for it and don't worry about it. I know when I first bought my first ever Chanel bag, I originally ordered lambskin, and then because of all the videos that I had watched, I've phoned back up, and I'm going to talk about my first ever experience with Chanel, and I exchanged it for caviar leather because I panicked. I haven't had any problem. I have a bag here that's a year old. I have a bag here that's 3 years old, 3 years old, and I haven't had any problem with lambskin at all. So that's my thought on lambskin. If you love lambskin, I say yes, go for it. Yes to the Dior bag. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers, and I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.